Butler.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Madam Deputy Speaker, during the last 18 months, it has been a tale of the good, the bad and the ugly. The good in that the people of Brent and elsewhere have joined together to form mutual aid groups, religions have come together and found common ground, and strangers are now firm friends. The bad in this government's catastrophic handling of the pandemic, the mixed messages, corruption in plain sight, and the authoritarian laws and erosion of our democracy, and the ugly. Racism has reared its ugly head in society, spurred on by government reports and the hyping up of the culture war and the war on woke. And whilst the NHS was coping with 130,000 people dying from the pandemic, the Prime Minister was making his mates rich. Cronyism is rife, old chums are given jobs regardless of their skill set and some a little bit on the side. This has been one big experiment for this corrupt, authoritarian, racist enabling government, and I'm not scared, Madam Deputy Speaker, of saying it like it is. The government said we need to talk about class, so let's do it. Let's call it out, this toxic elitism once and for all. Highlight Byline Times, Good Law Project, Novara Media, Open Democracy, Amnesty, Liberty, all exposing the government, and the government's response is to spend public money defending the indispensable. Funny how there's no money for the NHS staff, but £1 billion of COVID contracts have been awarded to Conservative donors. Ministers were not involved, we were told, but then Good Law Project exposed emails from the Prime Minister's advisers and the Home Secretary lobbying for money. This corrupt authoritarian approach of the government would be condemned and investigated if it was happening anywhere else in the world. The 1% believe they owe nothing to society. They don't believe in the NHS because they don't support it. But this week I spoke to oral youth writer Manuel Nadim. She wrote, "Let anti-racism be both common logic and law. May we have more accountability than apologies. May performative placeholders posts be followed by policy. When the future arrives, let the minimum wage be the living wage. Let survival be birthright. And when the poor cannot pay with anything else, let us not ask them to pay with their lives." Madam Deputy Speaker, poor people in our country have paid with their lives because the Prime Minister spent the last 18 months misleading this House and the country. Peter Stefanik from the CWU has over 27 million views on his online, and let me tell you some of them. He highlights that the Prime Minister said the economy has grown by 73%. It's just not true. Reinstated nurses bursary, just not true. There wasn't an app working anywhere in the world, just wasn't true. Tories invested 34 billion in the NHS, not true. The Prime Minister said we have severed the link between infection and serious disease and death. Not only is this not true, Madam Deputy Speaker, but it is dangerous, and it's dangerous to lie in the pandemic. And I'm disappointed that the Prime Minister has not come to the House to correct the record and to correct the fact that he has lied to this House and the country over and over again.
Order. I'm sure that the member will reflect on her words just then, perhaps correct the record.
Madam Deputy Speaker, what would you rather, a weakened leg or a severed leg? You know, at the end of the day, the Prime Minister has lied to this House time and time again. And it's funny that we get in trouble in this place for calling out the lie rather than the person lying.
Order, order, order. Order. Can you please reflect on your words and withdraw your remarks?
Deputy Speaker, I've reflected on my words, and somebody needs to tell the truth in this House that the Prime Minister has lied.
Under the power given me by Standing Order number 43, I order the member to withdraw immediately from the House for the remainder of the...
Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warieka LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warieka LTV. Keep it locked.
No, I'm gonna tell you. We, us as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I say? You see? Set the path for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this. Yes, I. Greetings once again in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I First. England well at star. Hot. You know, see, I'm not telling you a lie, if I drink beer ice. You see it as a coincidence. Yeah, come like me, I drink ice fast. I don't know the fridge can make it. I see one place on the breeze and I blow in the cars. No sea, not the nearby, no coastline, not the nearby where me there. You know where you spot me live near Midlands. You know, see it. Oh, I have to give a shout out. That one, yeah, man. For the NHS worker, them Rasta. How with them? You see, you see the world, I say the world are rile. The world are systematically push people for rebel. You know, see it. Let me say, you know, them one they really come like them at test. Me nah say, listen, what me I say. You see, the NHS, either which way, anybody conspiracy theorists or anybody want to look upon it, the NHS shouldn't in no argument you know about money. See, whether the crisis the other day was real or not, them play for them part. Rasta. If it was real, them would have obviously have to do a tremendous job to make it into what it is today. Donkey work, no doubt. Angels have mercies, Rasta. You see it. You shouldn't in a no argument this them should I get reward and I know some of them I get badge and MBE and all them sort of thing there. Every nurse should I get a certain level of extra credits and benefit from the system. You see it. Every doctor. And what the system know where we don't know. How on earth after and in the midst of coronavirus, the pandemic, you are going to give the youth them way below where you feel for give them. You know, 1% pay rise you offer them. Them demand 12, you offer them 1. How can that dirtiness them? Then you say 3, you know, give them 3, and that is acceptable and thing like that. I know how much you going to take for food yourself this year, because every year you raise food thing, you know, and about 3 years now, that one sector of the society asks for some extra bread. You don't see it? So all of them things are Rasta. It not add up. It not add up. When I treat the people them like a lie, them did I tell right through the virus like them today in the hospital, them just cock up them foot and a clean out nails and I do manicure and pedicure. And now do nothing. And so when I make this thing, I see Rasta, want a heart there. When I not put on money on the mouth there. On the mouth did over there, so I call them ear and if you clap them a week time and all of them think the Rasta know the people must struggle for pay. The people must have strike. If you get more money, why go on in another world, Rasta? Now, even if I lie, and the people are part of some conspiracy, yeah, want to for them reward. Oh, now let them loose and now focus on the facts of well, them people might bust out on the secret one day. Sooner rather than later, and give them a piece of the pie. So that them can, you know, so give them for them slice of the cake. So that them hold them can and hold them mouth. And don't say too much. You know, maintain the agenda. That is if there is an agenda or of sort or whatever, however. You know, see it? How comes? I don't understand why I go on. You know, see, this is high level of callousness, Rasta. You know, see it? Them politicians and them not use them imagination again for trick poor people. It's like so well them just bully we and bad we up and make we do what them want and we have to just do it and accept it. Everywhere in the world, same thing we see I go on to Jamaica to China, Russia, everywhere. France and Europe daily and nobody now say nothing about it. Because again, them afraid to communicate that to the wider world and the wider world get sensitized to France's cause and realize that the whole of them are the same. Keckle of fish. Whole of we in the same keckle of fish. And just start react like mindedly. You don't see it. I don't understand that. I beg that thing that. Regardless of how or what the conspiracy theorists them want to say about the recent happenings for the past 18 months rest of the country under lockdown. The only people them where make today possible is them. The NHS employee them. You know see it? Because if it was a conspiracy without them, today, I said we are open up and we are go back to now or whatever, it would have not been possible. And if it wasn't a conspiracy, no, that's things, the infection rate down and the variation them happen and things like that. Normal, we know, say, in most cases, again, when a virus becomes a variant of a virus is less lethal than the virus itself. Yes, it's more contagious, meaning easier to catch and things like that, but it's less lethal. You see, so again, the big push and the big concern because of variants is more of a concern in a lot of people's mind than, the average man mind than other people or the system think. You see it, and we haven't heard any explanation of such from any authority saying that for the first time ever in the history of medicine, a variant has become as lethal or wickeder than the mother virus. You see it, so we don't know what going on there, so, but we don't know what going on there, so. You see it, hope somebody explain what going on. We can't wait for some Mark Springer comment. Me can't, yeah. You know that one here, panda one here. Mr. Nerville, if I want to hear your comment panda one to rest, I want you answer some of them theory. We are going to some of them questions, we are going to I mind Rasta. You see, enough time the item make enough item always make sense. You see, so I look forward to it. Pat Louis, you see, Laurel Newman, Serena Atkins, yeah, man, yeah. You see, yeah, UK unsigned. We want to hear what go on Rasta. I understand. We have to ask Bailey that question out here because we know nobody now educate we. You see it, when I said we a car and I tell you, say as soon as you drive off of the car, Martin, the car might break down and kill you. But you can't sue with it. Even though it's a brand new car, it's not a second-hand car, we just make a brand new car and I sell it for the purpose of traveling. Yet if it can't travel, you're up on your own. See, yet we are invited to come pay your money and use your life, your one life you God give you, the trial of a car and its viability. You see what I say? You see it? So them thing that we are wonder what go on with the NHS. A big idiot thing that regardless of the conspiracy, you see it. So them deserve what them a demand. There is no escaping unless some guy want go on like so well then them want them secret loose out if them have none. You see it, which could be very soon too. Because if you can continue going like say the people of the NHS is a donkey, or you can just use it as a prop or a extra, no movie. When you're not filming a movie, when you make a sad mistake coming, it wasn't created for the purpose of, it's a separate institution. A guy responsible, independent people that who swore a oath, professional oath. You see it. So you have a lot of people, most of them people have conscience and them have a mind of them own. You see, and most of them pass the point where them can be charmed by a guy and impersonal desires. Them have for them own desire. And in most cases these people are so motivated. You see, that's why they find themselves in the profession that they are. You see, and we all have a conscience and we all have a moral burden we have to carry. And while we have extended family and close family and things like that who might be suffering and struggling or is being affected by certain type of things. You see, so you find say, yeah, it affect them too. When them see them family is being affected. So you never know, we throw the stone in the pig pen and the mind are the one where I expect to scream and I him scream, So be careful. You see? Yeah, man. Big shout out to everybody in the NHS, man. Enough respect. You see it, and You demand food upon a flesh too, because you justly deserve so Rasta. Not nobody using no man. A big idiot thing that not them time, yeah, man. You see, that's not acceptable, Rasta. Whether the people them, whether the whatever. You see, them, I say God, a business, many people them get what them deserve. You see. And you can't give credit fireman, you can't, what the old member, you know. Everybody chip in, you know. See, everybody chip in and make the machine, the system of government operate same way throughout the disaster. It's not just the members of the NHS, but given the type of disaster, it's not an earthquake. And even if it was an earthquake, them would have still have to put in a certain level of pound of flesh. You see, even if it's a, you know, hurricane or whatever, usually them get for them share of the burden too. You see, but professionally, you know, say certain other institution that have to come in and equally give them same amount of a pound of flesh. You see, that probably even because them dip on the front line and things like that. And a lot of people is not familiar with other institutions' role for them play, might be more impressed than usually with what the NHS them and doctors and nurses perform. But again, through humility, extraordinarily, you know, you never hear doctors and nurses are demand any level of them type of recognition there. Really, them just get on with it and I hate that. You know, see. But usually when other institution involved, them get highlighted to a certain degree more than, you know, them doctors and nurses. But in that case here, to be fair and be frank, it's only doctors and nurses are under the pressure with that one here. You know, see it. Only the health services struggle through and make it is what it is today. You know, see, because I still strongly believe, say, with true and gracious effort of the NHS, then they need nobody else. You know, see it, forget and quell and calm the virus. You know, see it, circumstances make it what it is, and them have to work with and through other entities who might have other agendas at hand as well and benefits. You know, see, not a whole thing. But regardless, fact remains, you know, single-handedly, you know, the NHS did its bit. You see it, and them deserve to be considered, reasonably considered. You see it. I don't know what 12% is, but 12% in my book again is a fair amount to any workforce in Britain today. Like me say, it's abusive because the time and a half will exist everywhere else in the world. When you reach like the first hour over your agreed 7 hour, the 8th hour is time and a half, the 9th hour is time and a half, probably the 10th hour, but when it comes to the 11th hour, it gone in a double now. When it comes to the 12th hour, it gone in a double. You see it, and then wait there and it continue now from now on a double. And if you go in a 24 hour, it double up again. You see it. Them process that exist in America, and then wait there. We don't get them thing the boy in Britain. You see it. So you have a demoralized and a scantily rewarded workforce, boy, who get dictated and pushed around by the system and of government and things like that, without observing how the rest are counterparts them across the world thrive. So them lose workforce regularly. You see, them not have the extra slave labor from Europe to come over here, come manifest the donkey work where them usually manifest. You see, so because them have Brexit, so most of the people are gone back in the yard anyway, Rasta. Because them they just there work, like farm work. You see, so them left lacking, the system left lacking a certain level of the workforce, different areas of the workforce as well. You see, and this again is one of them reasons why, because if it was survivable, because the European them will come over here and just sleep in or whatever them are working in. If them are working in a van for 6 months, them just live in a van there for 6 months. Them drive a van. They have some long distance run over here, what them call tramping. You see, them just come out of that. The next bed them are going out when them go back home. Sometimes them sleeping in them car because them usually drive, most of them drive them car from Europe, come over. Could have 2,000 miles, but they must drive it, come over here, get a work, drive, go out, work, come back, drive, find somewhere go park, fall asleep, and, you know, a one room, them rent and all them things, sometimes all 3 man, 4 man, and them way they control one place. You know, see, sometimes a back of them in a house. You know, see it, and them not really, everybody make up and pay for that. You know, see it. Over where them come from, far colder than Britain. So when I winter over here, them man all, you know. Yeah. All USSR people, them man they have on all them marine Rasta. With a beer can in them man and them way they drink schloss. Or I talk to one of them out the road, they big and serious and alright. Yes, I just look on them and say, oh, guy, they show off, no blow. show off, yes. You see, but people over here, man, stood up on the roadside and in them short pants and them marine and stand up, man, and read now with a good conversation, man, like a summer. You see, because, again, whisper them come from far cooler than what going on over here. You see, so them people are not have to focus on certain areas of the economy or certain commodity in other field. You see, man don't deal with TV and heating and them type of thing there. Yeah. You know me say, when them done work or weekly, them man they can drive home for the weekend and drive, you know me I say, and them go away there. You see, it's a work, them just come and go back home. See, it never enticed them. Them can't live here and survive after the income where they might get. Boy, it's a joke. So most of them just head back home. As poor as all them want to consider for them state and all them type of thing there. To them, it's like it's easier for them to go back home. You know, see? So, it's that level of charm where the society now have for the small man. Why they have them little, you know, attitude towards work. You know, see it like a man or a woman sometimes. It's like to me when me calculate how the system work, come like it easier for a man just work a couple hours a week and stay up on benefits. Economically, you know what I say, it's better off. Trust me. If you start work full time now, you get automatically suspended from benefits. Seen, but when you're done PFA, you know, see it? It's terrible. You have to have, when me at a small man, a basic man, me talk about, me not talk about the managers and the man them with certain qualifications. Trade man and them people, like poor people, we are talk about basic foundation people, you know, see it? So the reality that Rasta, see, so you don't know, is that a bed of rose or a easy going thing, you see? Yeah, we demand more respect for the people of the NHS, regardless of how, you see, regardless, but again, it's just indicative of the concern and the respect with which society treat its workforce, boy. No disrespect. You see it. I mean, things, you know, and them know, you hear them put it on the news and claims and complain how certain things is being, you know, you know. Yet still, them not change nothing for, you know, seduce or enhance the situation. Peerize bringing, attract employee Rasta and loyal employees. So, yeah, big up to the NHS workers and staff and all of the care home workers them. Part of the NHS too. Yes, I. Enough respect. Share, like, and subscribe in the Rastafari name. Bless.